All right, so good afternoon, everyone. This is Gordon. I want to welcome everyone here to our Land for Success and Waterfront Awards podcast this afternoon. Today I have two special individuals I would absolutely love to introduce you to. One of them is going to be our amazing host, Dayana. Dayana is an incredible social media influencer and helping so many business owners and entrepreneurs, not only here in the GTA, but literally all around the world. And the other individual I want to introduce to you is someone that over the last year or so I've grown to know. She has a heart of gold. She has an absolute heart of gold, and she is and has been nominated for the Waterfront Awards. Now, the Waterfront Awards, for those of you who don't know what it is, the Waterfront Awards is a recognition for women for their outstanding achievements in 15 different categories right here in the GTA. You're going to get to meet Shirin, and you're going to get to learn about her. You're going to learn that not only is helping others important, but family is really important for her as well. And as you join in this conversation with Dayana and Shirin, you're going to be able to learn more about her. And I highly recommend that you go to the Waterfront Awards website, and in this post you already see a link where you can go see her bio, and I want you to vote for her. Okay, I want you to make sure that you help her have the most votes, because it's a very important and prestigious award. So why don't we jump right into it, and I'm going to introduce to you our host today, Dayana Stanislaus. Dayana, welcome.
Thank you, Gordon. Thank you so much for that beautiful introduction. And hello, Shirin. Welcome to our show.
Hi, Diana. Thank you for having me on your show. I wanted to say thank you to Gordon, too. He's a legend in Landmark, and I have so much admiration
uh,
and respect for you. I would hear your name, and it was a dream to meet you. And it
Thank you.
happened like
Thank you so much, Shireen. And hello to those of you who are watching this show right now or will be watching it at a later time. And we are introducing the nominees of this award for Waterfront Awards. And we are super excited to have Shireen here, who has been nominated for this award. Shireen, tell us, how are you feeling about this nomination?
I am super excited. I didn't expect this. And I'm grateful to the people that nominated me and that see that I'm worthy of this award. One of them is you, my dear Diana. Thank you so much for the nomination, and I'm very grateful for that.
Shireen, thank you so much for mentioning my name. But honestly, I have a great networking circle, and I'm surrounded with amazing individuals like you, who really show the path to walk in the right direction and achieve certain things. So you touched many hearts, and you have touched me in many ways, and really directed me well in my journey. So Sharon, for those of you, for those who are watching this live right now, they might not know who Shirin is. Could you please give us a little intro who Shirin is, so that they would know and will be able to learn a little bit more about yourself?
I have a very simple introduction for myself, and it's only in one sentence: that I'm a free, powerful, and joyful leader. You know what I'm saying, Diana.
Absolutely, Shireen. Absolutely. And you are actually a free, powerful leader. And you have proven in that many, many, many times by supporting, helping, and lifting others in many ways. And thank you for that, Shireen. Okay, Shireen.
I'd like to expand on that. So, when I introduce myself as a free, powerful, and joyful leader, that's the contract I made with myself, that I will show up as a free woman, as powerful, and a joyful person, and a leader. And in living my contract, I get to play out different roles. And some of those roles are, most importantly, being a mother of 4 children, and then being a speaker, being an author, being a writer, and being a life transformation coach. That's what got created from living my contract.
Wow.
Thank you.
That very, very well said. And Shirin, so those of you who are watching this right now would understand the reason why you've been nominated for this award. Because being a mother for 4 children, especially grown up 4 kids, and also wearing other hats under you, it's not an easy job. So tell me this, how do you, I mean, this is a normal question that's been asked at every person, work life balance.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
I dance.
I love that.
It's never, no one ever said it's easy, but it's always worth it, right? So there are days when it's challenging, and then there are days when it's fun, and we get to dance along and flow with the day. I mean, when it's challenging, and just acknowledge that it is a challenging day, and take breathers in between and keep pushing through it. And the days when it's fun, I just have fun. So my work life balance is balancing between what I want to create and give to the world, and balancing between how I want to take care of myself. So it's a balance between self-care and caring for the rest of the world.
That's amazing. Great. Because I know you said dance right away, but it's so nicely said. But people who are listening might be going through a challenging situation at this moment while they're watching, right? And they might not be able to tap into that or connect to that. I mean, how do you dance when you're going through a challenge, right? So, as a life transformation coach, what is your say on this? How do you bring that awareness, and how do you help yourself to understand that situation and enjoy the dance that you're talking about?
So when I say dance, it means going with the flow of things instead of resisting it. If a breakdown is happening, to acknowledge the breakdown, to acknowledge what I'm feeling in that moment, and to go with it, go along with it. So there are two ways to balance work and life. First of all, I have a community of people that I reach out to. I'm not afraid of asking for help. I'm not ashamed of asking for help. I have a strong network of people. I have an inner circle where these people these are my friends. This is my community. This is my family. They are also up to big things in life. Their language of communication has tools and distinctions that will always hold me up to my highest possibilities. So that's one way I support myself. So I reach out and I seek advice, and ask from people and take on best practices. And so that's the external bit of how I do the dance. I reach out and in my network and circle, and the internal dance comes with slowing down, resting, meditating, doing some research. And so I've created a support system so that whatever I'm doing, I have people there to support me, and I don't have to do it alone. That's my dance. So I'm not doing it alone.
Perfect. Thank you so much for explaining that, Shirin, because people don't understand certain languages when we speak, because they think dancing is turning on the music out loud and dancing. That's something that some people might think, especially when they're going through a very challenging time or once they watch. So people need to understand there is a difference between, there is a definition in the language once a coach uses, or that's there is a certain way that they speak, certain way that they do, and in order for you to understand, you will need to reach out to the right people, right coach. And when I'm speaking about coach, you are a transformational coach, and people think coaches are all like in that great mindset, and they're always happy, and they're always in this mood of a very neutral mindset. But people don't understand that even coaches need coaches and mentors. What is your say on this, Shireen?
Before I address this, I'd like to go back to the word dance. And I'd like to share that sometimes I do actually physically dance.
That's
And
important.
yes, and so basically when I'm having a breakdown or I'm having negative thoughts and I'm like kind of engulfed in that, any kind of physical activity, like a rigorous activity, like going for a run or a walk, like brisk walk, or even dancing, shakes off that energy, that negative energy from me, and like it just it's like a switch turning on, and then I'm like in that, I'm back into, I do a reset. So I do mean dance in a physical way, and whatever works for somebody. For some people it may be a sport,
Right.
any physical activity. And so that was about dance. And then now moving forward to coaches need coaches, of course, yes, because there is no dead end to our growth and expansion. you know for as long as we live as human beings on this planet, there is always learning happening. And for people that are committed to their growth and evolution, even if they are coaches, they will seek a coach, because a coach will always understand the value of another coach. Because what they give out to the world, they fill their cup up with getting coaching from someone else. Because if they're empty or depleted, they cannot serve.
Absolutely.
And
Yes.
so a coach always needs a coach. A coach is committed to his or her own personal growth and development. And that coach is committed to his or her own personal growth and development. And, we are just, it's like a whole village. The whole world is a village, and we are all holding each other's hands and moving forward together.
Absolutely. Very well said. Thank you so much for that answer, Shireen. And for those of you who are watching and people like Shireen who are coaches and who are seeking coaches, I would highly recommend one of best coach who can coach coaches is none other than Gordon So. He is absolutely an amazing coach for coaches, and he does have great programs and great guidance and great way of leading them in the right path. And if any one of you who are watching this is a coach and struggling, because one of the things that I find with coaches is also um, finding the right clients uh, and introducing their programs as well. So it is important that we do seek out that support from the right individuals. And speaking about the programs, and I know you do have a program, Shireen, and I would love to hear what is that program that you have, and what would you like to tell the people that are watching this show?
So I am currently in a training program. And, as we were discussing, that coaches stop learning. They're always working with other coaches to expand and grow and keep growing, because growth and expansion is never ending.
Yes.
I'm in a leadership training program, and in that program, I'm playing with creating my own workshop. And I am so excited to share. I went in with a mindset, and my brand is Be Your Own North Star. So I was committed to creating a coaching program that goes along that line, like personal power and stuff like that. And I've been taking this course since December of last year, and in my journey, I I had a major breakthrough around my own personal ability to express myself and my body. I am very self-expressed with words, with writing, with speaking, but I am very shy and hesitant about expressing myself physically, like through my body. And a lot of that comes from, growing up in a culture where you, you know, there's body shaming. You get to hide your body, like feel ashamed about your body, not talk, and especially when someone's a woman in her 50s. Hell no, you don't talk about expressing yourself in your body. And there's a part of me that loves dancing, that is goofy, that is silly, and that is outrageous and loves to express herself. So I'm selective about expressing myself. I will be fun and playful and express and dancing and joyful in front of a small group of people that are my people. But I have never opened myself up in front of the whole world. So this was my stretch. And all along throughout the course, especially to do with the work, because my program, my 3-hour workshop is called Be Your Sexy. So it's what is sexy to you. And I've never used the word sexy in public because, like, growing up in India, well, that's a bad word. You don't talk about that word. And like any other word, I actually looked up the history of the word sexy, and it was coined in the 1920s. And that word, like any other word, has evolved, in how it is interpreted. And so this workshop is going to explore that. It's going to explore, what does sexy mean to the people who attend the workshop? What does sexy mean to me? And we get to play, and how do we own that sexiness instead of feeling ashamed about it? And for some people, sexiness is confidence. For some people, sexiness is something else. And whatever it is, to own it and to use that power and that energy to create joy and fun and play and inspire people around us. So that's what my workshop is about. I'm going to have it on Zoom. I'm having it online, facilitating it online on May 2nd. It's on my Facebook page, and I've shared it everywhere. And I'd love for everyone to come and play with me. I get to play with them and take the, understand and create sexiness in the group.
Wow, sexy it is. And I can't wait to attend that. And I know you are amazing creating these crazy type of very result oriented workshops. So I can't wait to attend that and experience what this course is all about. While you were speaking, you said, as you know, I have this brand called Be Your Own North Star. Yes, I know, but not the people that are watching. So could you elaborate a little bit about what does Be Your Own North Star mean, and what is it?
Okay, so Be Your Own North Star is my lived experience. So I can divide my life into life before cancer and life after cancer. I am a cancer survivor. And the day I went in for my cancer surgery was the last day of my life for the person that I was before cancer. So before I had cancer, I lived my life living on other people's deadlines, ultimatums. I couldn't make decisions for myself. I was, so committed to people pleasing. I wanted to be that good girl that everybody loved, and, not have a voice because I was so interested in making everybody else happy. And I lost myself in that. And I died, like that version of me died because I felt miserable diminished, disempowered, not seen, not heard, not, not loved. And that was my biggest life lesson. Like, cancer was the cure for all of those things, not to be seen and heard, and to hide, and to blend in. And then when I went for my cancer surgery, that's when I just plugged into my own inner intelligence. Who can tell me how I could do life better than I could? I can only be my own guide. I have an inner intelligence that guides me. What may be better for someone else may not be better for me. So, how do I trust myself? So, building the muscle of self trust and taking the risk to live my life by my design. So I live it my way. And that doesn't come from a place of arrogance. That comes from a place of really getting to know what is it that I really want from my life, getting clear with my intentions, setting powerful declarations, and going for it. That's how I started living my life. And so, just like the North Star is constant, it's steadfast, it gives direction to people. I mean, navigators would look at the North Star when we didn't have GPS and, sophistications. So they used to look towards especially in the dark, because in the morning, the sun rises in the east, sets in the west. So your east and west. At night, how do you know what is your east and west? So when you are in the dark, that means when you are in the dark phase of your life, when no one really knows what they can tell you how to live your life, that's when you just go in and trust yourself and take a leap of faith. That's what I did. So I found my North Star when I had cancer. My marriage was falling apart, and I was all by myself with my 4 kids. I was the adult responsible for the choices I would make. And I saw my North Star. That means I found my direction, and I kept going in that direction. So be your own North Star means, make your own choices in life, live your life, trust yourself, and live your life by your design. That's
Wow.
what it.
Wow. You are a powerful person, Shirin, and your speech, the way you're conveying message is very, very powerful. And for those of you who are watching this live, please, please go on Shirin's link and make sure that you vote for her. She is a very, very well deserved person to be nominated for this category and for this Waterfront Award. And okay, so tell me this. Why do you think an award is important for someone, Shirin?
Well, it's fun and play. Um, an award gives visibility. It is a way of appreciating and acknowledging a person that has been doing things in the community and serving the community. And well, there are people who will serve the community regardless.
Yes.
But an award is a way of appreciating and acknowledging a person. Hey, I see you. I see what you're doing, and I appreciate what you're doing. It is a way of encouraging a person.
Right.
Keep going,
Yes.
do more.
Mhm.
So,
Yes.
but an award,
Absolutely, absolutely well said. Because a lot of people don't see the value of an award. So, award does encourage and does push you to next level, and it is important that you get recognized for what you do. Appreciation, gratitude, these things will really help you move forward and help you lead in the right path. And Shirin, we from Landed for Success is so happy to introduce individuals like you who got nominated for Waterfront Award, because Landed for Success is an organization where we actually introduce a great circle of individuals, not just in Toronto, but globally, business entrepreneurs. And also we have this thing that we introduce authors. And we have a book from Landed for Success, where we create and we give opportunity for individual to become an author of a best-selling book, which is also a way of introducing themselves, bringing identity for themselves, and sharing your story. Um, Speaking of this, why do you think it is important for someone to share their own experience in public?
Well, that is, thank you for that question. I encourage everyone to share their experiences in public because it is service. It, it is service. If I share what I went through to get to where I am today, so what I'm doing is I'm creating learnings for another person who is listening to my story. I am creating connection with that person. So one is learning. So, sometimes we learn from each other. Oh, she did this. This happened to her before me. And this is what she did. So it's like been there, done that, having a guide, someone who's already traveled that path. So you follow that path and you'll get similar results. The other thing is to create connection. There are so many people in the world that are hiding, that are experiencing pain, that are suffering. And a lot of people feel ashamed about it
Mhm.
and they're not able to share it. And so when I share my story, I create a safe space right away for that person to feel comfortable and safe, to feel like, okay, I'm not alone. There's someone else there that has experienced this. So it is very important to share our stories. It makes the world a safe place. We learn from each other's experiences and we learn from failures. We do learn from successes, but we learn more from failures so that we can learn what to do and what not to do. So,
Right.
well, success is a dead end.
Thank
You
you
know,
for sharing that.
what will someone do after they've succeeded? Okay, success, the end. But if there's progress where
Mhm.
there are breakdowns shared along with the breakthroughs, then we have an opportunity for creating excellence
There you
as
go.
opposed to success. Success is a byproduct, but we are creating excellence so people can live their best lives. That's what we do when we share our stories with each other.
Nice. Thank you so much for that, Shireen. And for those, because I know there are so many individuals out there like you who have a great story to share with, and they're business owners. And Land of Success is is willing to support those individuals by allowing them to become a co-author on the book that Land of Success is having. So, anybody that are watching this live, if you have a story and if you're willing to share, why not come connect with Land for Success and ask us how you can become that author. So, because this is a great way where you can become in service for others as well through your story.
I'd like to add to that, for people sometimes it's intimidating and very expensive to write a book alone. So to be with a group of people and have someone to mentor and hold your hand, guide you through the process, and take the first step and get the taste of what it is to write really works. So I highly encourage people to write for the Landed for Success book, and I'm going to be in one of them too.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Shirin. The reason why I pointed this out is I am not a writer at all. And people were saying, you have a story that to share because we do see people like you who have strived hard to come up in life. Why
Yeah,
don't you write? And
yeah,
as you said, writing my own book will take forever, and also it will cost a lot. I know a friend of mine who sold her own car because she was so determined that her story needs to be heard out in the world, and she had to sell her car to write a book.
yes.
So but when you get opportunities like this, why not? And opportunity came from Land for Success and I took it. Now I'm an author, I'm a co-author of a book, and I can call myself a author of a best-selling book on Amazon, right? And you can see the link below. That's where you click and you get your information how to become an author with Land for Success. Thank you for that. And Shireen,
I'd
I have.
add to that, Diana. So just like some people say, let your money work for you, let your money earn your money for you. So now that you've written this chapter, you don't know where this book is going to go in the world. You've done your job and it's out in the world and it's playing its own game. You don't have to attend to it every day and say, hey, how are you today? I want to make a difference in your life. Anyone who picks up your book anywhere in the world you're going to have a one-on-one conversation with that person through your chapter, and you don't know what difference it's going to make. You have no idea how it's going to, just change someone's life and touch, move, and inspire someone. So it's like it's out of your hands. The making a difference is out of your hands, and it's grown and it's expanded and it's gone global. It's a great way of serving. Writing is a great way.
Thank you so much for that information, Shirin. I have one last question before we close up this talk,
Yes.
this amazing chat that we are having. I'm honestly enjoying, and I hope those who are watching this is also enjoying, and who will be watching later at a later time will definitely enjoy. And yes, I see my name down there and says social media influencer. For those of you who are owning a business and would like to promote your business through me, please, you are more than welcome to connect with me, and I can help you with that.
The girls.
Also, my last question to you, Shirin, is how do you handle criticism?
Criticism?
Yeah, criticism. Because we all go through that, especially when you're a leader, when you're in front of that camera, when you are an influencer, when you are a coach, when you are so known, we do go through criticism. So how do you handle that?
I receive it as feedback.
Yes.
Criticism can be really support if taken in the right mindset. Now it depends. If someone is saying something to tear you down, I just don't react to it, because that's what the intention is. Or if someone is actually reviewing and giving feedback, it will help me to see what worked and what didn't work, and I get to work with what didn't work so I can tweak whatever I'm doing and be better. So that's how I handle criticism.
Very well said. Thank you so much. Because being on social media, I come across so many women, especially at one of the platform where they sit in front of the camera on that platform, cry and take it so seriously about, and these criticisms don't even come from a real person. They don't have the guts to even come with their own face to say it. They create fake accounts and they do this. So I usually go and tell them, there are so many options where you can cut these people completely from your platform, or delete them from your circle, or just simply ignore, or take it as a good feedback and improve, right?
Let me tell you something. When you have haters,
Yeah.
you're doing a great job.
I know, right? Exactly. I love it. I don't even pay attention to these things. But anyways, thank you for sharing that. Now, lastly, Shirin, what would you like to tell the viewers as a takeaway from this conversation?
Okay. First of all, thank you to Diana and Gordon for having me here on this platform, and for supporting me and asking your viewers to vote for me. I am deeply honored and grateful for that. I didn't know this was going to happen. Thank you for that. To all the viewers, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching this, and thank you for supporting all of us. My invitation to you is, give yourself a chance, just like I am doing this stretch, and I am allowing myself to be free and liberated and doing this workshop called Be Your Sexy. I invite you to try writing a chapter in Landed for Success, in the Landed for Success family. Give yourself that stretch. Give it a try. Come from a place of fun, play, and service, and see how it works. Gordon is a wonderful coach. He's given me hours of his time selflessly without an agenda. And he's always, you know, encouraged me to keep moving forward. So I'm so grateful. Reach out to these people. They're authentic. They're doing big things in the world. They're serving. And it is opportunities are available for you. It's up to you to make that choice. Be your own North Star. Listen to your inner intelligence and go for it. There will be failures. Nobody said being a North Star means success all the time, but failures are just learning moments. Keep on swimming, like how Dory said, keep on keeping on, keep on keeping on, keep going, and you will get there. If you have a vision, live for it. That's my message.
Very, 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 very well said. Thank you so much, Shirin, for your time. And thank you to all. Thank you to all for taking the time to watch this live, know about Shirin, learn about her services, and also thank you for supporting her and us here in Land of Success. Until we meet you again with another nominee next week, ciao from Dayana and Gordon. So, thank you.
Thank you.